Hello, Dijon here. In the animation portion of episode 140 of the Mustardcast, we go over what cartoons we've been watching lately, react to and discuss the trailers for Devil May Cry Season 2, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Steel Ball Run, and the final season of Bleach. And we also review Season 2 of Fiona and Cake. Please enjoy. So, what have you guys been watching lately in terms of animation?
It hasn't been much for me. I've been in con crunch mode a little bit, kind of. So, uh, as of right now, it's like whatever comes across my feed on my TV while I'm doing stuff. A lot of Venture Bros. I fear.
I personally haven't had the time to really watch anything right now. Things are kind of hectic over here, so I will try and watch something eventually. I'm like trying to make a list at some point. I do kind of want to rewatch Creature Commandos, but yeah, that's about it right now.
Cool. For me, I'm still watching Star Wars Vision, slowly making my way through that. I believe there's 8 episodes, and I'm on like episode 5 or 6, and that's still fun. I know there's an episode that people have been raving about that might be the very last episode that I'm excited to get to. Still watching Batman Beyond, Justice League the Animated Series, and One Piece alongside Blind Wave, and by the time I watch the next episode of One Piece, it'll be remastered because they're slowly remastering episodes like a dozen at a time. Doing HD remasters on Netflix, so it'll be interesting to see what the HD remasters look like and what they change in terms of visual fidelity. Ranma One Half Season 2 has ended. That show continues to be very fun and funny. Yeah, moving on to the few bits of trailers and news we have. I sent a teaser trailer for Devil May Cry Season 2, which apparently was uploaded on socials and YouTube 3 months ago, and we just missed it. So
Wow.
that footage that they were using at the Game Awards during Evanescence's performance "Afterlife," the song that's in Devil May Cry Season 1, that I talked about last episode with A, was from that teaser. I just didn't know
Oh
that
wow.
that teaser existed. In the teaser, we see Dante and Virgil fighting on the Lincoln Memorial Reflecting Pool, that pool that Captain America runs around in Winter Soldier when he's now going past Falcon saying "on your left." They're fighting on that pool with the Washington Monument in the background. So that's social commentary on like American politics. It's still going to be in this movie. A lot of
Mm.
people didn't like that. I did mind it. I liked what they did with it, but I know there's a lot of fans who were just like, keep your politics out of my Devil May Cry. Uh,
Like
but
okay.
to an extent, I think that there's a lot of like actual good criticism there, and then there's some that's just a bunch of weirdos. But yeah, I'm
Right.
I'm excited for the second season, despite apparently Andy Shankar being a weirdo. Um,
Yeah.
the extent of his weirdness is I've not like looked super deep into it. Either he's not as woke as he seems, despite the content of the show. I feel like the show is very like anti everything that Trump is for, but maybe in real life Andy Shankar is actually a Trump supporter. Like I don't know, it's weird. It's weird
Mm.
to have somebody with that political leading make a show that's like the opposite in terms of the story they're telling. It's weird. But
Yeah.
did you watch Devil May Cry Bree?
Uh, yes, I have
Did you like it?
finished it. I did like it. Do feel like some things were kind of different than what I used to from like the games and whatnot, but I don't know. I'm pretty excited for like this next season.
I also sent a trailer for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 7, Still Ball Run.
Yeah.
We got a full trailer. Uh, and it looks, just as good as any season that JoJo does. But this time, I hope that they do a weekly release like Netflix does with all its other anime. The Part 1,
Mm,
Part 2 release of Stone Ocean completely killed this momentum and is the
hmm.
reason I still haven't finished it. And I need to catch up before the next season releases on March 19th of next year in 2026. But yeah, Still Ball Run. Well, I was gonna say something that's kind of a spoiler, so I'm not gonna say that. But it's interesting.
It's funny to me that it's this part, like the advertising for it seems very jazzy. Me personally, I would have picked part five to be the jazzy part, with the soundtrack and all, but I'm a little excited. I'm not as heavily into JoJo as I was before, many years, not even many years ago. We'll say like 4 years ago, but this does look good. I am excited for people that are
Yeah, I think
excited.
JoJo is partly responsible for the reason I finally decided to start this podcast. And it just like at a point in time after high school during the pandemic when I was just like deflated and like didn't want to make art anymore, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure really inspired me to start making art again. So yeah, I love JoJo's, but I also am not as into it as I used to be because at the time, the first 5 parts were out and I binged them. So it was just
Right.
a completely different vibe. Whereas now it's been forever since a new season has dropped. So once
Yeah.
after they do it week to week, it'll probably be exciting. In the moment, it's just been so long. And lastly, in terms of trailers news, we got a teaser trailer for the final season of Bleach, and I couldn't be more excited. This has been a long time coming, and this final arc has been amazing so far. And Kubo has been able to add in tons of much needed additional scenes to help flesh out certain story arcs that he couldn't in the manga due to time constraints and him just being sick and tired of being sick and tired and wanting to get the book done.
I respect it.
And yeah, it's they're wrapping it all up in this final core, and it releases sometime in July of next year in 2026. And yeah,
Maybe.
very excited, very excited. And just hopping into reviews with Fiona and Cake season 2. Season 2 has ended, and personally, I loved it. I've seen mixed reviews of it online, but I thought it was awesome. This season focuses less on the multiversal travel of the first season that a lot of people really enjoyed, and instead focuses on Fiona's new life after the events of the first season, which left her world, which was originally just a normal city, filled with gender bent versions of the Adventure Time, the normal cast. It left it more magical and with the kind of creatures you're used to seeing from the regular show. Not the regular show, the cartoon, but the regular Adventure Time show. And yeah, the part of the story that's more of a sequel to Adventure Time, like I've been mentioning over the last few weeks, focused on Huntress Wizard, who is trying to find a cure to save Finn's life after he was poisoned, saving Simon's life. This results in her landing in Fiona's world and working with Fiona and Cake to find a way back to Ooh. And Fiona herself goes on a very messy character arc. Messy in the sense that she's a messy 20-something-year-old who doesn't know what to do with her life. And it got a little too messy for some, but I liked it. Meanwhile, Cake, who is just a normal cat in this universe, that has turned into a magical talking cat that can stretch, is trying to discover who she is in this weird new world, as well as, the new version of herself. And lastly, Huntress Wizard is trying to navigate her feelings for Finn while combating the sinister nature of her powers as she attempts to save his life. All of which leads to all kinds of fun situations and drama that I really enjoyed. The ending was great, and the tease for next season was awesome. The ending made me tear up a bit and feel like I was 10 years old again, watching Adventure Time for the first time. And as at the very end of the episode, as Fiona and Cake and a few other characters are like running off into a field, I instinctively blurted out Finn's infamous catchphrase and the name of the show. And I said it's Adventure Time, and it was a real feel good moment. Made me feel like a child again. Very fun. But I know you started watching it, but you didn't finish the first season. Is that right?
I did not, but it's on my list. Once things get a little slower around here, I'll definitely binge it.
Have you seen any of it, Brie?
I have seen clips, so I do know some of the stuff that's going on, like what's happening with Finn and Huntress Wizard, and like what's going on with Fiona and Cake on their side of the world and everything. And I do have like some thoughts on Cake's relationships, and um I also didn't know that she was just like a regular cat before like she gained sentience and powers. So that's interesting.